السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. First of all, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Secondly, I'm privileged and honored to be with you guys today. This is the second time I think I'm coming to Jkuat. The first time was good and this one is excellent. Jazakumullahu khair for the warm reception. All of you, shukran. We have been here since morning. A lot of our mentors, our speakers, our teachers have been talking. There was a lot of information we were digesting and taking. I'm a motivational speaker, by the way, so just a motivational speaker. When you hear the word motivational speaker, what comes to your mind? We try to awaken the people, right? Like, for example, you remember your high school days when a motivational speaker comes to school and he talks that day, that night you don't sleep, you go to preps, unasoma hadi saa sita saa. So most of it is illogical, irrelevant, and impractical. But some of it, it's good, okay? So I just want to share a few things with you. First of all, they say knowledge is only useful when you apply it. There was a lot of knowledge here today. Since morning I was here, I was also listening. A lot of knowledge, a lot of advice. Some of the speakers were telling us, my sons, my daughters. I mean, it's really hard to get people who call you my sons and my daughters and gives you advice nowadays. So let's try to implement something, even if it is one thing, okay? Inshallah, I'll be speaking about something to do with confidence, building our confidence as Muslim youth, okay? This one is very important. There's a lot of knowledge we are taking in. Now, how can we put forward something? How can we build our confidence and at least try to know our potential as Muslim youth? It's very important. There's a quote by Rumi that says, yesterday I was clever, I wanted to change the world. But today I am wise, I want to change myself. So nowadays, even in the Muslim space and everything, there's a lot of speakers, there's a lot of content everywhere. Everybody is sharing information and content, right? So it's easy to forget yourself and focus on the other people. So the wise person is the one who is always trying to ask themselves, what can I do to change my life? Am I on the right direction? You know, everybody wants to change others, but very few people are focused on changing themselves. So it's easy to forget in social media era where everything is moving fast, there's a lot of stimulations, there's a lot of things going on. So it's easy to forget yourself, especially spiritually. Are you following your heart? Are you following your iman? Are you following your Islamic knowledge? So we need to focus on that, inshallah. So it's a new year. I think now we are in the second month. How many people have resolutions? Semeni tu kweli, January ikianza kuna watu walikuwa na hiyo hamasa ati wanataka this is my year. How many people? Be honest with yourself, okay? We are a lot of us. So the second question, how many people are following through with those resolutions right now? Percentage wise, how many wangapi wamesha give up? Wengi pia. It's normal. So at the end of the year, this is my year, new me, all of us. So but few weeks later, tunarudi kwa default setting. We are the same people. But inshallah, let's keep trying, okay? So few points, I want to keep it short as I said. How can we build our confidence? Number one, which is the most important thing for me and for all of us as Muslims, when we talk about confidence, a lot of people have the wrong perception, right? So there's a lot of people that we see, maybe on social media or on different places, they're doing the wrong things. Maybe there's a sister who doesn't have hijab, but she's on TikTok dancing, and we say, okay, qoftan wa nagnol, skartiele da godan. You see, she has a lot of followers, she's making it. And what is she doing? The wrong stuff. And you see guys also the same, we also fall to the same category. So when it comes to confidence, al-thiqqa, the confidence, firstly, it comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will determine and set the pace for the confidence that you will have in facing the challenges of this life. Okay? The biggest thing that breaks a person's spirit, the biggest thing are the secret sins. And this is a point I want you to write down, okay? The biggest thing that breaks the human spirit, especially for a Muslim, are the destructive secret sins that we do, okay? So in public, all of us, we are angels. All of us, we are great people. In public, we are good. But the true Muslim is known when he is alone. When no one is watching what you are doing, That is what sets the difference. Otherwise, everybody goes to the masjid, everybody recites the Quran, everybody dresses in hijab, right? But when we are alone, the things we do have a huge impact on our confidence. So I want you to go back to your khalawat, right? When you're alone, are you a Muslim? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. It has a huge impact on how we carry ourselves outside, the outside world, okay? So the inner world, which is your connection with Allah, the taqwa, your iman, is a manifestation of your outside world. If inside there's a lot of chaos, you have no connection with Allah, your salah is not straight, you are continuously engaging in sins, it means your outside world will also be a lot of disturbance. No clarity, no focus, no vision in life. However much you are clever, however much you are smart, however much money you are making, there's always a lot of chaos in your life. So this is the most important thing, and this is where we go wrong a lot of times. So when people are talking confidence, this one we don't talk about it. But your connection with your Creator, your inner life that nobody knows about, focus on it, build it. And I'll recommend one book towards the end, okay? Inshallah. So make sure you're with me. So that's number one. Your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want to become a confident person. You want to face the challenges of this life. You want to become very strong. Life is tough outside there. Even in school, even 10 years from now, things will always be tougher. You will only get stronger. There's no time life will be easy. So if you want to have that confidence and the strength, number one, your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In kana Allahu ma'ak, فَمَنْ عَلَيْكِ. If Allah is with you, then what? You know, there's a lot of negativity in the community today. You're a young girl, you're a young man, you want to do simple things for your life, you want success, there's a lot of people who want to break your heart. There's a lot of doubts. But if Allah is with you, then you are strong. That's why the Prophet ﷺ told his friend Abu Bakr, لا تحزن إن الله معنا. Very, very important thing. If Allah is on your side, you are the most powerful, the strongest person, and you can face anything in this life. Secondly, expose yourself to challenging environments. This is also something we have a problem with as Muslim youth. We're always in our comfort zone, the place that we are familiar with. There are some things deep inside you that you want to do, but you know that it's not going to be easy. Because people will judge you, there will be opinions, so you don't want that. You don't want people to speak about you. But deep down in your heart, you value this thing, you love it, you want to do it. But then you don't want to do it because people will speak. And this is a big challenge. Remember, you are born alone, you'll die alone, and you will meet Allah alone. Some of the verses that our sheikhs were talking about, وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ, right? وَكُلٌّ آتِيهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَرْدًا. We stand in front of Allah alone, no mediator, no one. So there are some good things that you want to do. Some of you have good volunteers. But volunteerism sometimes, it needs you to step up and show the community that you are doing something. But then, we don't want to do that. We don't want to get out of our comfort zone, okay? So that one is also very important. Try to expose yourself to challenging environment. Get out of your comfort zone. The other thing, don't be afraid to make mistakes. We are all human beings. The only way we learn is through mistakes. Right now you are young. Whatever you do in the worldly matters, whatever in pursuit of your goals, whatever mistakes you make, people will make excuses for you. She's young, he's trying to learn life right now. He's trying to make things, okay, in place. So people will make excuses for you. So do not be afraid to make mistakes. All the innovations in the world, all the things that people have done, the people who are moving the world ahead, all the business ideas, at first they were told these people are crazy. This is not something that we need, okay? So, but don't be afraid to make mistakes. And finally, I'll finalize because our sheikh and our teacher and our mentor is with us. Read and learn. There's nothing much more important in life than knowledge. If you want to build your skills, especially in the current world, build your knowledge and build your skills. Read. That's why Allah revealed, Iqra. We are ummatu Iqra. Read. Nowadays, information is everywhere. Books are everywhere. The internet can make you a scholar at any field, whether it's the field that you are doing, whether the outside, whatever you want to achieve. If there's any skill, you can learn for free in the world today. So keep up with the world. The current world, if you don't have skills, you are illiterate. You are illiterate. You know, the previous world, people say if you don't know how to read and write, you are an illiterate person. But right now, if you don't have skills, whether it's technology, whether it's the soft skills and the hard skills, if you don't have those skills, you are illiterate person. In our generation, that is the definition of illiterate and literate person, okay? So make sure you are getting a tech skill. Doesn't matter whether your career is engineering or business or whatever. Technology is very important for us in the world today, so get that skill. Build also your communication skills. Learn how to speak in front of people. Learn how to share your ideas. Push yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. It's very important. So let me recommend few books, okay? Are you writing? The first book is known as, our Sheikh spoke about it. It's known as Ad-Da'u Wad-Dawa. Ad-Da'u Wad-Dawa, the cure and the disease. Very important book. Kitab is written by a scholar, Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawzi, Ad-Da'u Wad-Dawa. Then we have Fatatni Salah. This one is also very important. So I don't know if there's translation in English, but Fatatni Salah, I missed a prayer. If you understand Arabic, make sure you get that book. Fatatni Salah, you will never miss Salah, and you will never delay Salah again, because that's the foundation of our life as Muslims. Fatatni Salah. Third, at-tariqu ila al-Quran. This stage, the best thing you want to do for your life is to connect yourself with Allah, and the best way to connect yourself with Allah is through the Quran. So this book, it talks about your journey through connecting with the Quran. At-tariqu ila al-Quran. It's very important. And finally, Ajilu Sa'id. This one is more of a motivational book that speaks about, as a young Muslim, how can you build your character and yourself. And there are other books, of course, not written by Muslims. We have the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm sure many people have seen this. We have Think and Grow Rich. A lot of us, we want to become rich, inshallah, like some of the Sahabas, right? Inshallah ta'ala. Think and Grow Rich is one of the best books when it comes to some of the best motivational books. Then we have Atomic Habits, if you want to work on your habits and establish good habits in your life and also get the discipline. It's a good book. So make sure you check those few books, and inshallah ta'ala, let's work hard. Work hard on your studies, work hard on your degrees. A lot of people say a degree is useless, Kenya, there's no jobs, but I'm telling you, education is going to take you places. Education is going to take you very far places. There's a reason why you are here, and our parents are making us, putting a lot of investment in us. Make sure you get good grade, you graduate with a good first class if possible. Let's work hard on our education, inshallah. And all of us, let's meet in the community, because our community needs us. We are the leaders, and we are the people who are supposed to carry this ummah from the stage where it is to where it's supposed to be, inshallah. So jazakumullahu khair.